Okay, I'm gonna keep this intro short and sweet. I'm sorry I haven't posted this week. I've been extremely sick. The title of the video speaks for itself. These are the 15 most satisfying spikes in Ultimate. Starting off at number 15, we have Toon Down Air, and I like this move just because of how risky it is. If you get the timing wrong on this one, you are going to SD, and there's nothing you can do about it. Actually, I lied, that's not true. You could actually take a bomb out and Z-drop it to stop yourself from falling. This makes the timing a lot harder than the regular down air, but if you manage to pull it off, that is major style points. So Donkey Kong has like 4 different spikes. There's the forward air, the down air, the side B, which is the weakest one, but the most satisfying is definitely his down B. The fact that you just slap your enemies down is hilarious. What? What's happening? What? Okay. Anyway, the fact that it's the hardest one to pull off makes it the most rewarding in my opinion, and Peach, what the fuck? So Luigi's down air might be the more practical out of his 2 spikes, then you might not get the chance to use the second one, but if you're playing against friends or in an arena, just anywhere where you can use taunts, oh my god, his down taunt is the best spike ever. Once your opponent loses legend invincibility, just throw this bad boy out and they will be the laughingstock of the party. So I don't play with Bayonetta like ever, and I know nothing about her, but I did ask people on Reddit and Discord what they thought the best spikes were, and apparently her down air is pretty hype. I think I'd be embarrassed if I got plummeted beneath the surface by the high heel of a sexy witch, so yeah, this one makes a list. He may be the smallest of the DK crew, but Diddy Kong's down air really packs a punch. It comes out quick, it has a good hitbox, and overall it's just a very nice spike in this game.
Nice as hell.
I'll be honest, I hate Yoshi in Ultimate. He was very high on the list of my most annoying character video, but I cannot deny that his forward air is one of the most satisfying spikes in the game. He just buries his opponent straight down with his big ass noggin. It's very fun to do and very agonizing to be done too. You win this round, Yoshi mains, you have a good spike. And this was almost a very cool clip. R.O.B's down air is very hard to pull off just because of how slowly it comes out. But when you do pull it off, it feels amazing. This thing just looks powerful coming out, and you know that if you get a good read, your opponent is not coming back up. Alright, so let's get one thing clear. Most NES players are the scum of the fucking earth. However, I cannot deny that his spike is pretty sweet. It's just funny to see such a small child have such a powerful foot. Oh my god, that hitbox is ridiculous. Speaking of small but powerful children, Mega Man has one of the best down airs in the game. I believe it's the only down air that's actually a projectile, and this thing goes a pretty long way. While it is pretty safe because of how disjointed it is, the timing on this thing is pretty tricky. Also, just look at how adorable this thing is. You can't look at this and say that it's not cute and therefore satisfying. Mario's forward air spike is definitely one of the most hype moves in the game. There's just something about the OG Nintendo boy throwing out a fist and sending you straight down to your death. The animation of it is so badass, the combos leading up to it are amazing to watch. This spike overall just is and always will be one of the greats. I remember seeing Lucas for the first time in Brawl and thinking to myself, there's no way this kid is gonna have an amazing spiking back air. Clearly I was wrong, because this kid has an amazing spiking back air. His down air also spikes and it looks really funny, but it's a lot harder to recover afterwards. I'd say his back air is more satisfying just because of how cool it looks and how hard it is to time. Roy has always been a very high-risk, high-reward character, and it's no different with his down air. If you whiff or go too far out with it, odds are you're not making it back to the stage. But if you manage to get the spiking hitbox on this thing, it looks and feels incredible. The flaming sword just slicing down and destroying your enemies is a spectacle to watch. And if you don't mind losing a stock going down and deep for a kill, the Roy down air gives you maximum style points. I give Dr. Mario mains my greatest sympathies because they have to deal with the worst recovery of all time, but the Dr. Down air makes up for it 10 times over. Going off stage with this character is always a risk, but if you get that spike you were looking for, it doesn't even matter if you SD in the process. Dr. Mario mains, you people are absolutely insane and we love you for it. Aside from looking cool, the main thing that makes Marth and Lucina's down air spikes so satisfying to land is that you have one frame to get it right. This thing is so unforgiving, and anything less than perfect timing will not grant you any rewards. I mean, you'll still hit them, but it won't look as cool as the spiking hitbox would. Another very high risk spike is the Zero Suit Samus Down B. If you don't hit your opponent with that kick, you are going flying opposite of the stage and probably not coming back. But if you manage to get the timing right and read your opponent's movements, this thing is one of the earliest kill moves in the entire game. There are a couple of setups that confirm into it, but for the most part, you're going to be relying on your perception skills for this one. The Pikachu Thunder Spike is easily one of the most satisfying moves to hit in the game simply because of how rarely you're actually ever going to get the chance to do it. It's very situational, and even if you are in a position to do it, your timing still has to be perfect. It's also a suicide move, so unless you're up a couple stocks or you have it locked down to perfection, you're taking a big risk. But when you do land it, this move is the stuff of gods. Just missing out at the top spot, we have the Demon King himself and his soul-crushing down air. The power this thing has, the way he puffs out his chest when he hits it, the huge fucking hitbox, everything about this just screams domination? Is that the right word? Who cares? It's amazing. I love it. It definitely deserves number 2. But before we get to the top spot, let's look at some honorable mentions who just missed out on the list. Link's down air, Samus's down air, Captain Falcon's down air, Captain Falcon's side B, Ice Clamor's forward air, Ken and Ryu down air, and finally Shulk down air. And the number 1 best spike in the game is... it's Little Mac's down air! Nah, I'm just kidding. This thing doesn't even kill at 225 fucking %. That's right, everybody. What else could it truly be but King K. Rool's amazing back air? This thing is beauty in its purest form. Who even cares that his down air also spikes? It is all about the back air, ladies and gentlemen. The way that he just turns his body and makes that weird grunting noise. It is incredible. It is a sight to see. It is the best spike in Ultimate. So that is it. That is all I've got for you today. Once again, I apologize for not uploading all of last week. I'm going to try to keep it on a schedule from now on. If you're new here and you like the video, make sure to subscribe. There's going to be plenty more where that came from. If you disagree with some of the choices I made on this list, make sure to leave a comment and let me know what you would have chosen instead. My name is always a Spinecar, and I will see you guys next time.